What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Just a quick little video tonight. Didn't expect the sets to be revealed, but the Japanese Time Gazer and Space Juggler Pokemon TCG sets have been revealed. These will have cards from the North American Astral Radiance set, and I think we've all kind of known that Time Gazer and Space Juggler would be the Palkia and Dialga card-based sets. So we're going to look at these translations here on PokeBeach.com when it loads, and here we go. So here we've got a picture of the origin forms of Dialga Palkia. These will release on April 8th in Japan, and they will each feature 67 cards before secret rares. So I'm not sure if below we just have Palkia and Dialga, or if it's the full set or what, but let's see. The sets feature the origin forms of Dialga Palkia from Legends Arceus. I'm not sure how Palkia is supposed to juggle things without any arms. Very funny. Okay. So we've got a new Rowlet and Dartrix. We've got a Cyndaquil and Quilava. Okay, so we're going to get single prize forms of their evolutions, I suppose. And then we have origin form Palkia V. The first attack, Water, Domain Roller, search your deck for a Stadium card, put it into your hand, and then Hydro Break 200. Okay, so the V is nothing spectacular. Now we've got the V-Star, however, with a V-Star power ability. 280 HP, Water type weak to lighting, Spatial Swell, 60 damage, plus 20 more for each benched Pokemon. Okay, so for 5 of your own, that's 100, that's 160, 260 if you and your opponent both have full benches. And then the ability Star Portal, once during your turn, you may use this ability. Attach up to 3 water energy from your discard pile to your water Pokemon in any way you like. Well, this card seems really good. Off the top of my head, not a lot of water things to consider playing it with, other than probably Suicune as like a basic attacker, possibly. I guess you could power up. Actually, I guess this could be splashed as an Ice Rider card, right? Like you just play a 1/1 line of this, and then Cheryl your Ice Rider, and then Star Portal, attach 3 water to the Ice Rider, and then yeah, so that seems pretty good. Spatial Swell doing 260 before other buffs as a maximum damage seems fine. That's kind of the power level of the V-Star Pokemon we've been seeing. Still giving me a level X vibe. So yeah, seems pretty good. The power is the power has a lot of potential. We have Hisui and Typhlosion. Once during your turn, you may discard a psychic energy from your hand, and if you do, your opponent's active is now burnt and confused. Probably not going to see play. We've got Cranidos and Rampardos. Rampardos does Jurassic Hammer for 240 if your opponent has 3 or less cards in their hand. This attack does nothing. Okay, so basically, if your opponent plays their hand down, they don't get attacked the next turn, is pretty much what this is saying. Okay, so probably a meme. Hisuian Decidueye, we have a free attack, 30 damage times the number of counters on your opponent's active Pokemon, and then Direct Arrow 80 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. I mean, Cutting Talon would be solid if it wasn't on a Stage 2 Pokemon. Hisuian Samurott, once during your turn, you may discard a card, draw 3, and then this does 20 more times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. The discard from your hand, draw 3 was okay recently on a Stage 2. Well, I guess not recent. In recent years, it was okay on a Stage 2 Pokemon. We had the Swampert with this ability. So, I mean, in the right case, that could be a good ability to use on a Stage 2, but right now we don't have Stage 2s being played very much, so probably nothing for now. We have a Magnemite, and a Magneton, and Magnezone. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, choose any number of metal energy you find there, and attach those to your Pokemon. Full ability, Stage 2s should all be taken with a grain of salt. They're not, since Stage 2s are not typically good enough right now. We've got Sheldon, Shieldon, and Bastiodon. Bash it on each of your Pokemon takes 30 less damage from the attacks of your opponent's Pokemon V. Again, stage 2. At least a bit thought-provoking with 1 does 30 less damage. Matter, what could it be put into? But it's a stage 2. Then we've got Origin Dialga V, Metal Coat. Attach up to 2 metal energy from your discard to one of your Pokemon. That's pretty good. And then Halt Time 180 for 4. And then we've got... okay. So we've got 280 HP Origin Dialga VSTAR, 280. Weak to Fire, Resistant Metal. Metal Blast 40 for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. That's not very good. But I can... is it very good? 5 energy? No, it's not very good. But looking ahead at the V-Star power, which is an attack, Chrono Star for metal, colorless. Take 220 damage, and then take another turn after this. So skip the Pokemon checkup step between turns. So that is obviously a bonkers effect of an attack. You have to get it up to 4 metal plus a colorless. There's a lot of ways to do it. You got Metal Saucer, you got RCSV Stars attack. So, and you also even have, like, if you go second turn 1, you could use Metal Coat from the Origin Dialga. So that's a really strong attack. I think decks would have to be built around taking advantage of this attack and getting up to those 5 energy quick enough, and then getting value out of both of those turns. So you want to take a knockout and then take another knockout back to back with the first with the Chrono Star, and then from there you can probably you'll already be doing 200 with Metal Blast if you use Chrono Star. So then next turn you can go up to at least like 240, 270 with a choice belt. You're hitting some good numbers at that point. Getting close to the knockout range on most other V-Stars, if not all V-Stars. Well, all the V-Stars that are under 280, you'd be one-shot range at that point. So I think this is... I don't know. I want to say it's good, but 5 energy is a lot. It's on a 280 HP Pokemon, which is not unheard of for being knocked out of one shot right now. So, I don't know, we'll have to see where this goes. My first impression, I want to see it played, and I want that to be a thing, but also I'm not... But, like, taking another turn also is an effect that can't be too strong. So, I think it's kind of balanced, though. We'll probably see people try to make it work. I'm not sure if it will. Unidentified Fossil, 60 HP colors, Pokemon you can discard from play. Irida? I don't know how to say her name. Search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item card. Reveal them and put them into your hand. That's pretty good. And then we have Adaman. Discard 2 metal energy from your hand and search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand. That's like... Okay, well, this is very good if you're already playing a metal deck. Yeah, so that's pretty good. This is interesting. It's like Karina, but for water Pokemon, right? And Karina was played in a time where Professor's Research or Professor Juniper were a thing. So, yeah, both of these cards seem situationally fine for their types. The Dialga, I feel like I want to like it more than I do. But it's definitely a playable card. I'm just not sure how competitive of a card. And then I think off the bat, I think Palkia seems a lot more... Maybe I think it seems more viable just because it's more versatile, so it has more chances to make it work with like other cards that already exist, other cards to come out. But being able to splash like a 1/1 into the deck of a water deck, or even a thicker line, if you're trying to use it for the Star Portal power and you have a better attacker than Palkia V-Star. Like if you have, V-Maxes that are tankier and that energy will be better on than it will be on Palkia, then you'll just use Palkia for that Star Portal ability. But the Spatial Swell does a nice chunk of damage as well, so even if Palkia isn't your main attacker, Spatial Swell is still very good. So I think Palkia V-Star wins out of the 2 new legendary V-Stars for me. And that's going to do it for these sets as of now. And they are releasing in over a month in Japan. So we're still a ways off from these in Japan. And then our Astral Radiance set will be May, I believe. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you like the Palkia V-Star or the Origin Palkia or the Origin Dialga V and V-Stars more? I'm going to go with Palkia for now, but I would love to hear what you guys think. And then really the only other cards we have Irida and Adaman, which aren't too exciting because they're for specific types. I mentioned Hisuian Samurai. You know, we had the Swampert a few years ago that was seeing play in exactly one deck, I think. And then that's kind of it. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.